Hi everyone and welcome to a new video on the CBI channel. In this tutorial series we're focusing on theming within our Django and React application. This is not the first video in this series, we've already done one before in which I've covered the basic uses of material-wide themes inside of our React.js frontend. In this video we're going to continue and I'm going to show you how you can enable users to switch between a light and a dark theme in your React.js frontend. And in the end that's going to look something like this, where we will have a separate settings page with a switch, and if the user switches from light to dark, it will also reflect that immediately inside of our application. Now to do that we're going to be following 5 steps. First we're going to be creating a separate light and dark theme inside of our code. Then we're going to be creating a new page for settings, after which we will add a switch on that page for changing between the light and the dark theme. Then we're going to be creating the logic for what needs to happen when the user actually uses the switch. And as a last step, we're going to test to see if everything works the way that we expect. So we are in our code right now, and currently you can see that we only have one theme called mytheme.jsx. Now what I actually want to do is I want to pick between a dark theme and a light theme. Now there are two ways that we can do that. We can simply manipulate this variable called mode, which is currently set to light, but if we set it to dark, it will make sure that it's actually a dark theme. So that's one way that you can make this change. However, what you can also do, and which is far more convenient, is simply create two separate themes and let the user just pick between two themes. And that is what we will be doing in this video. So I'm going to copy over the file for my theme, and I'm going to be renaming that file to light theme. And then in this file, I will also say that this is my light theme, where I will also do that as the export. And we're going to set the mode to light. And let's save that. And then I'm going to copy over this light theme and then create a second one called dark theme.jsx, where we will set the mode to dark, like this. And of course, we can afterwards also change the different colors so that you will see different colors for the dark and the light theme. Now let's see what that looks like if we actually apply the light or the dark theme inside of our app. So we're going to cd into our front end and then do npm run dev to start our server. And let's see what this looks like. So this is what our application looks like after our first video, where we have slightly changed the color of the app bar based on the theme. And also we showed how you can apply the primary and the secondary colors in separate boxes. Now let's go to our code and actually change the theme to our dark theme to see what that will look like. And one thing I actually forgot is that we want to name the dark theme. So let's make sure that that is also done right here. And now inside of our app.jsx file, let's import these themes. So we can import the dark theme and let's also import the light theme. Now in the theme provider, I can put in my dark theme. And when we go to our front end, you will see that it shows up like this, like a very dark variant of the theme of Material UI. And now when I enter the light theme, it should actually be exactly the same as the theme we had before. And you can see that it indeed is the lighter version with the white background. And actually, I also see that I can't spell light. So let's also fix that inside of the files right here. Like this. All right. So now what we want to achieve is we want to have a separate page where a user can switch between these two themes. So let's first create that page. So inside of our components folder, I'm going to be creating a new file. And I'm just going to copy over our about page. And we're going to name this settings.jsx. And in here we call the constant settings. And let's also export that default so that we have the name. And let's say this is the settings page. Now what we then also need to do is create a new route for the settings page. So I can copy this over and say that we want to have that at /settings. And the element we actually need to import that. So we're going to be importing settings and then set settings as the element right there. Now, as a last thing, what we can do is also add that setting to our navbar by adding another list item. Now, you don't necessarily need to do that, but I'm just going to do that for this app. So I will be changing the to the URL that we've just defined, which is /settings, which you will also see in the app.jsx file right here. And then we can call this one settings. Now, as a last step, I'm also going to give it a new icon because right here we have the info icon for the settings. So I'm going to go to the material UI documentation, and in there we can look for icons, and then we are going to look for settings. And then we have this one, which I think universally means settings. So let's import that at the top of our navbar. And then we can use the settings icon as well inside of the navbar to make it look a little bit nicer. And all of these installs for icons and other packages we've already done in the first video. So feel free to go back there if you've not watched that already. Alright, if we now go to our app, you can see that we have this new page called settings, where we say this is the settings page. Now what I want to add is a switch in this particular place so that we can switch between the light and the dark theme. So we're going to go to the Material UI documentation right here, and under the components we can look for switch. And there you see that it has all different kinds of switches that enable us to switch between different things. Now I'm actually looking for something quite basic, so this one on the top will do just fine. So we're going to be expanding the code and make sure that it's on JavaScript, and I will just copy over the entire code and put it in our settings page. So we're going to go to the settings.jsx, and let's just paste that underneath here right now. And we're going to copy over all of the imports and put it on the top for us as well. And then we can also copy over the return statement and place that inside of our return statement as well, like this. Now, what I've just done, and let's first get rid of this other stuff. What I've now copied over is basically all of the examples because it has like 3 different switches, but I only want to have the first one. So what I will do is get rid of the form group because we don't really need it. And let's also get rid of the import. And then we can also get rid of the 2 of the bottom examples because I'm just interested in having that one right there. And now if we take a look, and let's format this a little bit nicer like this. Now we should have a nice looking switch on the page. And indeed, we now have a switch. Now, what I actually want this switch to do is that if it's switched on, then we change from light to dark. And when we switch off again, it will go from dark to light again. So somewhere in our app, we need a variable that stores the value of this switch, which says either yes or no. And then based on the value of yes or no, we want to show the dark theme or the light theme. Now, all of this logic is going to come together inside of our app.jsx file. And the reason for that is that our themes are stored in one place under the themes folder, and our settings.jsx file is stored in another place. But everything comes together right here. So that is the place where we can build that logic and make sure that it all works the way that we expect. So the first thing that I will do in this app.jsx file is create a constant that is going to store whether the switch has been switched on or off. So I'm going to call this is dark mode because we want to know whether it's dark mode or not. And then the second one is going to be set is dark mode. And to make sure that we can populate these, we're going to be using use state. So we also need to import that on the top here. So we can do import use state from React. Now this is dark mode and this set is dark mode is going to be equal to use state. And then we're going to set the default value to false. So by default, we do not have the dark mode. Now, what we also want to do is we want to have a constant that is going to change this from light to dark based on whether we use the switch. So we do the constant of handle change. And we will do an equal sign, some round brackets, and then an arrow function like this. And we can now say that if the switch has been switched on by the user, we want to set is dark mode to the opposite of what it was before. So we can do that with an exclamation mark and then say is dark mode, which is going to set it to the opposite as what it was before. And just like that, we have defined the logic for what needs to happen when the user switches the switch. However, we have this logic inside of our app.jsx file. So how are we going to make sure that when we do something on the settings page, it is going to trigger all this? Now, the way to do that is by using some parameters inside of our settings.jsx file. So in here, we are going to be defining a few new things. So first off, inside of the switch, we're going to be defining two things. And the first thing is something called checked. And checked is going to be equal to something called is dark mode. Because we want this switch to take a look at whether the constant inside of the app.jsx file is either true or false, because based on that, I want the switch to be checked or unchecked. So that is what's going to take care of that. Then we also want to know what needs to happen whenever the user switches that switch. And we can do that with an onChange. And we're going to be setting that onChange equal to onChange. Now, as I just mentioned, these two functions don't actually live here, but the logic for that is inside of our app.jsx file. So what we will do is we're going to go to the settings.jsx file, and on the top, we're going to be specifying some parameters that this function will expect. So in there, we can state that whenever we want to refer to the settings, it is going to expect a value for the is dark mode and also a value for the on change, because otherwise this will not work. And what we can do now is go to our app.jsx file and then inside of the settings block specify what the values for those two parameters should actually be. So we can copy over the is dark mode and the on change and then pass in the actual values that we want it to have. So the is dark mode is going to be equal to is dark mode in our app.jsx file right here, because that is going to make sure that we have the correct true or false from here. And then whenever the user switches something, we want to do this handle change thing. So on change is going to be equal to handle change. So now what will happen in the end is the checkbox in the settings.jsx file is going to be switched on or off based on the value that we keep in our app.jsx file. And every time a user clicks on the switch, it will change the value of the is dark mode and the set is dark mode to something different. So let's do a console.log for the is dark mode so that we can see what actually happens in the background whenever we click the switch. So we are back inside of our app right now. So let's open the console right here and inspect what happens when we actually switch it. So we're now inside of the console, and whenever I click on the switch, you will see that it switches from false to true. So this is working just fine. Now what we want to do is we want to, based on this false and this true value, actually switch our theme because nothing is happening right here. So what we can do now inside of our app.jsx file is we can create a conditional constant that is going to say whether we want to use the dark theme or whether we want to use the light theme. So right here we can define the constant of current theme, and then we can say that if is dark mode, then we would like to see the dark theme, and otherwise we would like to see our light theme. And that is going to take a look at this constant again, and based on that determine whether we have the dark theme or the light theme. And now we just pass in the current theme as the theme inside of our theme provider. So let's save this and see the result. And now when we switch the label, you will see that we go from the dark mode to the light mode. So it is all working just fine. Now, the only thing what I would also like to see is that whenever we switch this label, also the text of the label is changing. So let's make that small change inside of our code. So right now in the settings.jsx file, we have a label which is defined as label, but what we actually want to provide right here is a statement like this, where we again check for is dark mode, because we can use that same variable as before. And if that is the case, then we want to see dark mode as the text, and otherwise we want to see light mode as the text. And now you can see that we have light mode when it is light mode, and it actually turns to the dark mode whenever it's dark mode. And that is actually all for this video. In this video, I showed you how you can switch between a light theme and a dark theme in your React.js frontend. In the next video, we're going to continue and I'm going to show you how you can create a theme picker. Basically a select field that allows us to pick between different themes. So not only light and dark, but perhaps also different variations of colors. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.